Hey guys, welcome back. You made it to the second episode, so we didn't scare you away yet. So yay. What are we starting with today?
So today's gonna be a very fun episode because today we're talking about how we actually met, you and me. So that people can, we talked a little bit about each other, like ourselves, our lives, but now we're gonna be talking about how we actually met, how we came together, and how this podcast actually came to life, which was kind of crazy and it was very fast and we didn't even think about it. So we're gonna be talking about that today. So you want to go into like where we actually met, like what do we do? What do we do that we actually met?
Yes, because it's so magical because we probably wouldn't have run into each other if we both didn't have the same mindset because
Absolutely not.
we both you clicked on an ad, right? Because I clicked on an ad.
Yes, I clicked on an ad.
So we clicked on an ad for Shelby Sapp's She Sells program.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what group did you join? Like when did you join her program?
You were one of the first people that joined.
Yeah.
Back in August of 2024. And then I joined on November 2024, so a little bit after you. I remember when I started, you were about to graduate. I think you graduated like 2 weeks after I joined, actually.
You got a good memory. Yeah, I guess we should give a little context to who Shelby Sapp is because we live in it, but everybody might not live into what the high ticket space is as well. So to give a brief rundown, the Academy is an all women's group to learn sales, dive into high ticket, develop a community, develop different skills, and then they go out and get yourself a new career at that point or wherever you want to head in that direction. So Shelby runs it. There's different little pockets all around the US, well now globally actually. So it's really cool. Every woman I meet is just phenomenal. We all have the same mindset because we're just trying to improve, grow, try something different, put ourselves out there. So yeah, I don't know if you have anything else that I might have missed now that
No. So Shelby is amazing. I know a lot of people, honestly, there's a lot of hate out there and there's a lot of things that they say about the Academy or about her. Anyone that is successful in life and who's doing something great is going to get some type of hate. So I don't know if you're hearing this and you have heard something and you have a bad opinion about her. Honestly, we have met her in person and she is amazing. She's 100% for the girls because she could be making a lot more money if she just opened it up for men as well. But the community that is just girls is so safe, is so amazing. And that's what she wanted it. That was her dream. So definitely very thankful for her to put in the work and putting it out there because that's how we met and that's how we have met another amazing group of ladies outside of ourselves. And how we actually met, Audrey, because yes, we clicked on an ad, we got in the program, we swiped our cards, but I got on the program on a Thursday. I remember it was a Thursday and then it was Thanksgiving time, November, and you were having so on the Academy, there's multiple different groups of people. For example, if you're in Florida, if you're in Tampa, if you're in Austin, Texas, if you're in New York, wherever you are, there's groups, specific groups, and there's reps for those specific areas. Audrey is the Tampa rep, and I think actually you're now the Florida rep, right?
Yeah.
Back in that time, it was the Tampa rep, and I joined the group, even though I lived in Orlando. Somebody was kind enough to get me into the Tampa group. Best thing somebody has ever done for me. I think it was Amber. And you were having a Thanksgiving.
Amber.
I know, shout out to Amber. And you were having a Thanksgiving, like get together, little Friendsgiving thing at your place. And I said, you know what? I don't know this girl, but I'm just going to go. I'm going to drive 2 hours and I'm going to go and I'm going to come back on the same day. And long story short, that was the best decision I've ever made, I think, because meeting you guys and you specifically has literally changed my year. It changed my life because now we're doing this together. And we have had so many memories. We spent New Year's together.
I can't believe we haven't even known each other that long. We do so much together now. It's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. But I remember okay, now let's talk about first impressions. My first impression of you was a little bit funny. So that Thanksgiving dinner get together, whatever it was, I didn't really have an impression on her, even though she was throwing it at her place, because I didn't really get to talk to her that much. Mind you, there was a lot of girls in that Friendsgiving.
They showed up and showed out for that.
Exactly.
Like, wow.
A lot of girls, a lot of food. So I talked to pretty much everyone, but I didn't get to talk to Audrey that much. It wasn't nothing against her. I was talking to other girls and she was talking to other girls. So we didn't get to talk that much that one time. And then we met again on on the Shizel's Mastermind in Miami. But again, we just talked like once or twice. When we actually got to know each other really, really well was at the first Tampa Entrepreneurs event that I stayed at your house. And that's when I really got to know you. That's where I really got to know you. So after I met you, I was like, oh my God, she is literally the sweetest person ever. Now, before I got to know her, I'm not gonna lie, she looked like a little bit of a bitch just because she is so blonde and so American and has a resting bitch face that I was like, this girl doesn't like anybody. I know. I was like, this girl doesn't like anybody. She thinks she's better than everybody else. That was like my very, very first impression. But when I actually got to know her for who she is, I was like, this is the sweetest, most genuine person that I've ever met, literally. And now we're here.
You're so sweet. I was like, it's like, it's crazy because that first day, I wasn't really sure because I was like, I hadn't really had someone stay over at my apartment either. And I was like, you know what? Sure, like come sleep on my couch. Well, adult slumber parties have changed my life.
I am all here for the adult slumber party.
It turned into just being like, oh yeah, stay for a night, to being like, can you like not leave?
Honestly.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And then we just kept hanging out and continuing and just building more and more memories together and realizing like how the moments I spend with you, I have the most fun. And you can tell in those images, like my smile is so genuine. You know, we're jumping, dancing around in the rain, just living our best lives, not a care in the world, supporting each other, sending you voice memos crying. And what do we do?
Honestly, that's so real. That's so real.
We have like one of the cutest meet cutes because it's like we wouldn't have run. I wouldn't have ended up in Orlando. I probably would have never ended up in Aventura. We kind of went down different career paths. So it's really thanks to just coincidence and us both having the same drive and like trying to better ourselves. So we met at the end of the day.
Yeah. Now I sleep on your couch and you sleep on my couch. This is forever. This is for life. Okay, so what was your first impression of me?
So when I first met you, I thought you were really shy. And I think we could dive into this more later too, because we both believe in different, religions. And so I was expecting you not to be like that fun and want to go out and do things. And then I was completely wrong. I was like, wow, we're both just like crazy, go with the flow. Let's dance. Let's have fun. Let's try new things. And
okay, so you thought I was boring. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit. Dang. Boring, a bitch, we both have the B words. It just shows how wrong you can be just by like little judgments of first meeting someone and be like, oh, I would have maybe not have been friends with that person because of whatever preconceived notions I had. And now we're staying at each other's houses, doing New Year's together and building out, a podcast, just sharing with people where we're going to go in life. It's really exciting, but it just shows, give everyone a chance. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Okay, so now let's talk about how we actually came up with the idea of the podcast. And actually, we started
the 30-day challenge.
We started a 30-day challenge, and from the challenge, the podcast was born.
And one of those like just shots in the dark of like, do you want to do this? Yeah, let's do it. You want to start it today? Sure. Honestly, I don't think we would have done it if we didn't just pull the trigger right then and there, because we started talking about it and was like, well, why not just start it now? Yeah. And the cool part is it was just after you'd moved. So I was so sad because it's like, no, we're going to be so far away. Yeah. But it was such a nice way to stay connected with each other. And like, I got to see you every day and what you were doing. And
yes, every day.
Yeah. To dive in a little bit on the challenge too.
Yeah.
For those that have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
We decided to sit down and pick 6 different habits we wanted to continuously do and build every day. So we recorded it, we put it in the little clips, and then we overlaid it with each other. Yeah. And it was great, not only for accountability, because every time you sent me a message, I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing this. We're really
doing it.
I have to I need to edit.
I remember it started one of those times that I stayed over at your house just to go out. We went out, and then the day where I was leaving on Sunday, I was just like, hey, like, do you want to do this? It's so random because it was December. I know many people do this like January, like the high of January, I'm going to change my life. But it was no, if we really want to do something different, like we can't be like everybody else. Let's not wait for January. Let's do it right now. And I said, let's sit down and write like a few habits that we want to do and let's start making videos about it. Because we also had talked about before, we both wanted to make content, but we were both, I don't know, like a little bit, I don't know if shy or didn't know what to post. I was like, you know what, let's do this. Let's post it together. And Audrey, I remember you looking at me like, so what is that you want to do?
Oh, and even just being on the call, I mean, that first night, I don't know, we were on the call till like midnight, and I was like, I don't know, I feel ancient. I didn't know how to like, edit stuff, and you're trying to talk me through how to do things. And I'm like, okay, I'm working so hard on the sales skills. I was like, I need to start working on some other skills.
Yeah, and then we just started. That was Sunday. We started on Monday, and I was like, we're gonna do it. And again, we didn't know what we were gonna do exactly. Audrey was very confused, but we figured it out. We figured it out. We did it, and then throughout, many people, especially to you, Audrey, if you want to talk about this, like many people reached out to you saying like, oh my God, like this is inspiring.
That was the coolest part because I was like, oh, this is just something fun. We're doing it. It's keeping us accountable and staying in touch. And then to have so many people reach out, and even people I haven't talked to in a long time, be like, this is so cool. Yeah. I had like multiple business deals spring up from it because they were just seeing the content and being like, hey, cool, let's hop on a call. And I was like, wow, you never know what's going to happen from just the little things that we do every day that we think, oh, this is something that's going to keep us busy, and how much it's actually helping people. And those were just the people that reached out. Imagine who else it potentially help. But that's the exciting part. That's where the days when I kind of was like, man, I do kind of want to quit. I have to edit this video.
Same. Sometimes I was like, oh my God. And then the recording, not even the habits, because the habits, honestly, they were fine. And they're good to keep your life moving and keep your life centered. If you have the same habits every day, they really do help. It was the recording of it and then the editing. Again, not professional content makers here. So it was a challenge for sure to do that part, but I'm very happy we did it. And then throughout it, I think by the half or the end of it, we were like, you know what? Like we have so much stuff to talk about and like to share. I'm like, we should do a podcast, and then we can add these videos to another page. And that's what we do. And that's what we're doing right now. And I can't believe we're doing it.
No, it's so exciting. It really takes, I think it's those people reaching out and being like, hey, this actually helped. Or it's like, wow, even though we're young and we're in our 20s, we have so much value to add and so much to bring to the table. So I'm extremely excited to see where this goes. And we have our own like mini scrapbook of life now too. Just a little time capsule of where we're at, what we're doing, and who knows what the next year is going to bring.
Okay, Audrey. So what does it mean for you not to quit right now?
It's really just showing up, like being there for myself. I love the expression at the end of the day, you always have yourself. Mm-hmm. So you really just have to stay accountable. And when you tell yourself you're going to do something, and you actually do it. No, what does not quitting mean for you at the moment?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, for me, not quitting is to just keep going when you get discouraged. And this is a big thing because I've started many, many things and stopped because external things or internal things discouraged me for whatever reason. And then I stopped and never looked at it again. And there's projects, you know, those projects that you have, they're undone, they're not finished. So on this season, not quitting literally means not quitting. If I have a goal, if I have a plan, if I start something, I want to finish it. And I don't care if it's perfect. I don't care if it's messy in the beginning. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how it works. Whatever it is that I set my mind to right now in this season, like it's going to get done. However, it gets done. I don't care if it's bad. I literally don't care. It's just going to get done because I'm not letting another thing go by unfinished.
Love that. Awesome. Well, until next time.
All right. If you're listening to this, thank you so much for sticking to the end. We wish you an amazing week and month ahead of you, and we'll see you on the next episode.